The end of June signified the halfway point of the year, and it also signified the halfway point of this backlog challenge. Although this video is a little delayed, let's take a look back at the games that I completed this year in June, starting with DC League of Super Pets: The Adventures of Krypto and Ace. Overall, this is a decent game. It is an on-rails shooter where you play as either Krypto or Ace, the dog versions of Superman and Batman. The game has you shooting the enemies, with you needing to make it to the end of the level to progress. It was a cute way to start off the month. I wanted something easy that could be played through in a couple of hours, and this was perfect for that. Now, I won't sugarcoat it, this game is for children, and I think the target audience will get a lot of enjoyment out of it. The game progresses in difficulty with boss levels for each of the 3 areas. It also has decent graphics, with the cartoon style perfect for the intended audience. Even though DC League of Super Pets: The Adventures of Krypto and Ace is aimed at children, it is a solid little game, so I think those that do like on-rail shooters will find some fun here. Even better if you have a younger family member to enjoy it with. I think my youngest nephew in particular would enjoy this one a lot, and I'm looking forward to trying it out with him next time he comes over. Now, June was a busy month for me, but even though it was busy, I still managed to get through one of the bigger releases of the year that month, with that game being Stella Blade. Stella Blade was one of the more controversial games to come out in 2024 so far. A lot of focus was put on the main protagonist Eve's outfits and censorship rather than the game itself. Personally, as a female, I took no issues in the outfits. I thought the first bodysuit looked nice, and you can get a more modest outfit in one of the first areas, the construction zone to be specific. There was such variety in outfits that anybody could find one that they found tasteful, and I don't know why it was honestly one of the main discussions around this game. Now onto the game itself. It is an action-adventure game where you play as Eve, an android sent to Earth to save it from monsters called Natibia. On your journey, you're helped by Adam and Lily. Adam is a human and Lily's another android. The combat in the game feels great and has a nice balance of needing to parry or dodge to build up points, which unleashes either a beta or burst skill. You eventually also get a more powerful form you can use sparingly, and a range attack once you get the gun weapon. I genuinely enjoyed the combat in the game. It was rather addictive and thrilling. You can also upgrade Eve's abilities via a skill tree, which allows for a more complete experience. The biggest downfall of Stella Blade is the story. I didn't find the characters endearing, and it felt like there was a disconnect between the characters and their motivations to save Earth. Especially as the main protagonist Eve is essentially part of a squad sent to destroy the Natibia. That aside, I did enjoy some of the side quests, and there were a few standout support characters that made me want to actually do all these side quests and fully complete their stories. Especially Enya's story, it was very well written and felt emotional to complete. These side stories are where the world building happens, so if you only stick to the main quests, you will be missing out on a lot. In Stella Blade, you'll also find a fishing minigame. This minigame has a large RNG or chance element, so if you are aiming to reel in every fish, it could be mission. The mechanic for fishing itself was also rather difficult for the rarer fish, so I ended up using the accessibility feature to fish a lot, making it much faster and more enjoyable for myself. Fishing for me in Stella Blade was a nice add-on, but not my main focus, so yes, I used an easy mode for it. Also, if you ever need to make adjustments in a game to make it more fun, then you should always use those options when available to you, whether that's accessibility features or just plain difficulty settings. Never feel embarrassed to adjust a game to make it more fun, as having fun is the whole point of playing video games, at least it is for me. Overall, Stella Blade is enjoyable, and I would recommend it if you like action RPGs. In June, I also did a lot of cleaning up, and that included completing Power Wash Simulator, the SpongeBob SquarePants DLC. For those of you that don't know, in Power Wash Simulator you wash dirt and grime from different areas. One of the DLCs for the game was SpongeBob SquarePants, so of course I had to pick it up and play through it. The DLC contains 6 levels, all from the cartoon show. I had a great time playing through this as it was not only super relaxing to clean, but it was also really fun to see the areas from the show. These areas included Conch Street, the Krusty Krab and Chum Bucket restaurants, the Bikini Bottom bus, the paddy wagon, the boatmobile, and Murmur Lair. Another key thing about Power Wash Simulator is the game has zero pressure. Once a level is cleaned to 100%, you can move on to the next area. You can also save it at any time and exit and return, so you don't have to play one level in one sitting. It is always a game I recommend to those that just want something to relax to and really switch off and not have to think about while they play. Now, 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim was on my backlog as it was the winner of the June poll. However, I didn't actually finish it in June, I ended up finishing it in July, so you'll see it on next month's list. That is also why I had no poll last month. Don't forget to subscribe so you see those monthly polls, and also make sure you give the video a like if you did make it all the way to the end. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!